Good morning, guys. Today is early June, June 3rd, and I'm gonna walk you through the garden at this moment. You see, that's clematis, and this is catmint. Feverfew. I planted this area doesn't really get much sun, but I try to plant as much as things to see how much sun actually we're getting. So over here I have chamomile, and that's delphinium. That's a Gerber daisy that I planted last year. It's coming back. And then that's delphinium. This is feverfew. And over there I planted poppies. That's mullein. And here I thought this was some armeria. I got the seed together with armeria, but apparently it's not armeria because it goes so much taller. This is armeria that I planted together with it, and you see it's already growing something in there. And then of course I have weeds everywhere. Let's ignore the weeds. So yeah, we have armeria over here, and this is what it looks like. I bought the seed, I think, from Botanical Interest, and in that seed I planted all together, and then they look almost identical when they were like little seedlings. But as I planted them out and then they start growing, I grew completely different. It's completely different heights. As you can see, armeria is a short, bushy plant. Meanwhile, the other one is a little much taller. It looks more like garden phlox to me. But I don't know, and I let it grow because I want to see what it looks like, right? So this is the cute armeria that I planted everywhere, and that's maiden pink. I have the seed from Burpee, and like everything just grew. It's such a great germination. Again, this is the armeria. You can tell they all look the same, and they grow at the same speed. Like they're just tiny little plant. And this area just has that tree, so it doesn't really get direct sun in the morning, although during the day it will come through, and then it will get like a lot of sun for most of the day until the sun set again, which is in the front of the house. So yeah, I try so many things in here. And it grew last year. It grew just fine. It just doesn't get as much sun exposure as I want it to. So it's a little stunted, especially we have like very cold May. We just get over the hurricane and all this cold air. We literally have 65 degrees weather a few days ago. So everything is stunting. I bought this one from Lowe's, I think, and it was Monrovia. What's the name? I don't remember. Meanwhile, this is Heather, it's called, and I got it also from Lowe's. It's also Monrovia. Now, some part of it, I think it's the flower. It dries up already. I wonder if this is the seed. I need to look it up on YouTube. I'm not sure if this is the seed and how to proceed it to kind of like plant it. Maybe I can plant them from seed and see if it works. So it's interesting. I feel something in here. So I don't know. I will look it up on YouTube. And over here, we have butterfly weed over here, and grass. We have daisies. We have poppies. They grow. They haven't flowered yet. But they just like have very unique foliage, which I love. And we still have the same. That's baby's breath that I just planted this spring. This is yarrow, the red yarrow, I believe. This is rock soapwort. I planted this last year. So, and that's peony. This is only their second year, so I'm okay. I just got that one flower 2 flowers, and I don't have much flowers. So I wonder if this is the seed. Again, I still need to do some kind of research and what I can do with this seed. If this is the seed pod, I will have to look it up. But yeah, this is their second year. I got 2 flowers this year, which I'm so grateful. This container, I start everything from seed. This is the alyssum. I have 2 kinds of alyssum that I started from seed, and I think I got the seed from last year, my plant that I collected. Yeah, they're thriving, and this is lobelia. I got the seed from Botanical Interest. I believe this is an annual, and supposedly it's trailing. So I planted them also in my petunia container as well. I don't know. I've never planted them before, so I don't know what the character or what the look is going to be like, but I'm excited. I have a little... Everything is stunting, basically. Everything is just stopping. Not as much growth as we expected for early June, end of May. All this petunia, I bought them because I have zero luck with it. And this is phlox, garden phlox, which I parted and I planted some. I spread 2. I think I have 2 little parts that I planted. One in, let me see where it is. One is over there. You can see that little one in between my poppies. It's there, and the other one is somewhere down over there. Can't see that, but yeah, because poppy is so big. But yeah, it's spreading, so I figured let me just try to part it and see what it's gonna look like. And this is dahlia that I planted. I bought the bulb last fall. I planted them, and I have to clean this up. I have to be careful because I have poison ivy in that area. So yeah, and this is chamomile that we see. And then over here, everything is just popping beautifully. That's balloon flower. That's columbine. And I have many of our echinacea that's just growing from seed. I only have 1 plant last year. Literally 1 plant, and they just like multifolds from the seed grow itself. And this is garden phlox. Garden phlox has very, very refreshing aroma. If you don't have garden phlox, you have to have them. Now this is lupin that I grow from seed. Last year they were like tiny weeny plant, and this year they're just growing so beautiful. And this area, I don't know if you remember, I opened this area myself. I started digging it, and we're gonna have some kind of fence. So I have my climbing rose in this area, and we're gonna have the post over here. And I started planting all those little stuff except for the lavender. Everything is from seed. And all the way here, I just open up this area. Over here we have the bunny tail grass. Over there we have 3 little one, and then in this container everything starts from seed by me. And this is the hydrangea that I started. I bought it from Proven Winner, but it was not a plant. It was bare root. Now in this here I have calendula. They're just so gorgeous. I love them. They're beautiful. They're so beautiful. And they're so easy to grow, you guys. Unfortunately, they're annual in my area. This is brachycomb. I have the leftover seed from last year from Swallowtail Garden. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. And this is mom's, that the only one that survived, and that's not even the original plant. The original plant just died on me. That's the one that I cut, the cutting that I have from the original plant for the mom. And yeah, they're just looking so gorgeous. I mean, all these pots just from Dollar Tree and whatever I have hanging around my yard. I just fill it up with soil and start planting, and they're gorgeous. I love it. And over here we have the regular Korean grass. They're probably about 3 feet tall when they're fully grown, but they're beautiful. I love them. Also over here is everything that I started from seed. But one thing that I don't remember is I actually planted some lily, I believe, and I don't remember it at all. So they just grow, and over here I have a canna lily that I started from seed. So up and become bigger because the calendula gonna take over all the containers. So I'm hoping now that we have a hot weather, this thing's gonna grow faster, a little bit faster. Over here we have the hydrangea that I start from bare root. I got it from Proven Winner. It's originally from over there, and then I move it over here, and I see some growth. There's another hydrangea over here. I think this is a Bobo hydrangea. Yep, Bobo hydrangea. And yeah, over here I start everything from seed. It's brachycomb mostly. And over here I actually, in this container, I have an elephant ear down in the middle, but I don't think it's showing any growth at all. Like I said, we've been having such cold May, so it's nothing that's growing. Now let's go into the garden of vegetables. I only have 4 big produce this time. This is tomatoes, that's eggplant, and that I bought it, and then this is cucumber. This is tomato, eggplant, cucumber, and then a squash at the end. That's the squash. So I bought all of them, and this is passion flower. I'm sorry, I didn't buy all of them. I bought the cucumber and the eggplant because mine was just dead. And this is passion flower, second year. I'm hoping that I'm gonna get some kind of fruit this year. If not, it's okay because they do have a very pretty flower. I started from seed. I have a lot of them, but only one that survived. And over here, I have so many carrots and then lettuce, as you can see. And the other day, my husband gave me some callaloo seed. So we'll see if that's going to grow. Over here is just leftover tomatoes that I'm going to give it to my friends. Lemon balm, catnip, and then some straw flower and baby's breath. So these are straw flowers. They're too small, so I start them from seed. I don't know what's in there. It doesn't look the same. It comes from the same seed, but seed packs, so I don't know what they are. And there's some baby's breath. Over here I have penstemon. I used to have a lot of them, but only, you can see, only 1 or 2 that survive. Now getting bigger. And over there is also straw flower, I believe, and then mums. And I still wait for them to grow bigger before I plant them out. Some coreopsis, and this is mums. Of course, some weeds. You gotta have weeds everywhere, right? Whenever you put everything outside, weeds just have to pop in. Now over here, I have a couple of lettuce and weeds. Let's pull them. Let's pull this one also. But in this bed, I want to grow as many hot pepper. Like I have 1, 2, 3 over there. 4. I have plenty. I have a couple of them in here that I grow from seed. And the lettuce, I get this lettuce from the Baker's Creek. You know, when you buy like 5, they give you for free. Over here, I have little gomphrena. Started everything from seed. And I have some Korean grass over here. They're perennials for our side. This is Sylvia, and then this is hollyhock. That's the one that grew in the first year. So I'm really excited for this one. I love hollyhock. And my garden is full of hollyhock this year. And this is salvia that I started from seed, and lobelia that I have it everywhere. As you can see, I plant them everywhere, and I still have a lot of them. And this is the maiden pink. This is baby's breath. They're so tiny and delicate. So hopefully they survive and grow bigger before I plant them out. And over here, I have some columbine and then some new feverfew, some golden marguerite, and some other plants over there. I have the tag. And over there, a lot of maiden pink. Let's go to the side garden. As you can see, this is pretty brand new that my husband built for me. So we go to the side. Over here is where you see this gigantic plant is poppy, larkspur, and then all of the stuff that I just planted here. Now over here, I don't know what this is. It comes in the same seed pack as I believe it was calendula, but it doesn't look like calendula. It looks like something else. So I don't know. I'm excited for that surprise. I have poppies here. They're gigantic, but I don't see any bloom or buds yet. This is Ami. Of course, feverfew. I have tons of them everywhere. This is Coreopsis. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Ami. And this is my first year growing them. I just plant them over the spring and look how tall they become. And I have Monarda over there. I don't know if I should move them because it looks like the feverfew is just taking over this whole spot. They love the sun. And yeah, over there is larkspur, feverfew, tons of feverfew. All right, so let's go into the other side. Over here, I also have some elephant ear that has not grown yet. Hopefully with the hot weather, we're gonna get some showing. This is just a mix of everything that I have. I have 2 daisies that I put in here, but it's mostly creeping zinnias. And then I have lobelia over here. And yeah, so that's exciting. Over here, I bought this petunia, but everything else is grown from seed. I also have canna lily here. It looks like it's been eaten up with everything else because look, it's so tiny. Hopefully we're gonna see something. The straw flower is taking over. This is daisy. I don't know what kind of daisy this is. I got the seed from a Dollar Tree and it was just in a pack. So we'll see. This is the same identical one with the other side. Also have the little canna lily, still tiny. And yeah, I'm hoping this thing is gonna grow. Again, the straw flower is just taking over everything. The alyssum and the petunia, of course, I bought it. I never have good luck with petunia. Now let's go into the other side. Over here is my foxglove galore. But okay, first of all, that's where we came from. Look at all these foxgloves, you guys. I mean, it's breathtaking. It's just beautiful, you know. Everything I started from seed. I planted them last fall, tricking that this is their second year because you know foxgloves are biennial, so they might not come back next year, but they're gonna spread seed, I believe, everywhere. This is my first time growing foxglove, and I am just falling in love with it. They are just beautiful, and I love them. I love them so much. And over here, I still have some echinacea, some calendula, coreopsis, and this is Canterbury bells, I believe. This is a perennial. So again, I planted them over the fall. Look at this foxglove. They're just gorgeous. I cut a couple of them the other day because it was so windy. I don't want them all to just like flopping, and I'm not gonna get them. So I cut some of them. I put it inside. Dianthus, larkspur, and there's a little puppy in there. This is a snapdragon that just came back for me from last year. I didn't plant a single snapdragon this year. But like I said, they just came back. And then this is daisy. You can see the kind of like a hole in there. I took some of part of the daisies, give it away, and then I still have a lot. Again, snapdragon, larkspur everywhere. I never plant them. They just grow from last year. Coreopsis, so exciting to see what's gonna pop in. Because most of these flowers, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't exactly remember what the color is gonna be. This allium is still beautiful. I leave it here because I love the texture of it. It's just so funny and cute looking. So I will leave it there. Diantha started from seed. I have a stilby here. Not from seed. I bought them from Beirut. This is echinacea. I don't think I planted here, but they grow. And this is, I don't know if this is rosemary or lavender, because I did plant some lavender last year, but it literally just like a tiny seedling. I planted that over the fall, I believe. And yeah, that's rock soapwort. I think they're just like a beautiful creeping plant. And this is all, oh my god, chamomile. You plant one and they're gonna come back in a dozen. I'm telling you, you need to have one of them because they're so beautiful. Over here is just like some little seedlings. I still don't know what they are. Look at them. They're just looking so dainty compared to that foxglove. They're just like beautiful. And this is feverfew. Feverfew, Ami. Look at them. I just love dainty flower looking, And then we know feverfew is going to look like this, but I don't know exactly what it's going to appear. Look, that snapdragon grow itself. I never planted red snapdragon, so I think it's from the seed. So yeah, again, this is chamomile. It's just everywhere. Yeah, it's just so breathtaking. It's beautiful. This is Korean grass, started from seed. Feverfew, and that's the big grass. Some larkspur here. Let's go into the other side. Now over here, poppies. I have a lot. This is Rebecca. Stop giving me some buds, which is so exciting. They're just such beautiful type of flower. I love them so much. And I see a lot of little seedlings around here, which I love it. I'm not complaining. And this is echinacea that I planted last fall, I believe. It was just tiny bit of seedling and I planted here. And they grow now. They didn't grow last year, of course. And it looks like, they're giving me some buds. So this is exciting. I have a lot of seedlings in this bed, which I am not sure what it is, but I will assume it's either Rebecca or echinacea. It's one of those two, which I'm not complaining. If they want to spread the seedlings everywhere, go ahead and take away. And I have a couple of alyssum from last year. I think they reseed themselves, and I am not complaining as well. Weed, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you find weed in my yard, right? It's everywhere. And then this is the Catmint pajamas, started from seed. Over here, I have coreopsis, 3 of the coreopsis. This one, I'm not sure what it was, but it was in the same seed pack as, I believe, the coreopsis. So I just plant everything. Again, over here is all Catmint pajamas. I have some kind of little moms in the middle. You can't really see, but they grow mostly in fall. Now this is the coreopsis that I moved from. Yes, so over here is coreopsis that I moved from the side garden, and I think it's a mom and also some rudbeckia. And over here I have another feverfew over there. This is a creeping phlox. I have hydrangea, and then again foxgloves. I just can't get over it. It's so beautiful. And over here I planted some feverfew, and some little rudbeckia over here. Some little one and then some medium one. They're just like brand new. So we'll see. Now in the middle, I just bought like from Beirut, the rose. I got it from Beirut. So this is exciting. This is sunflower. I have 2 sunflower in this bed. I also have feverfew, and then again foxgloves, of course. That's the thing, when you have everything from seed, you tend to have like a bunch of them. Now over here is also rudbeckia. I can't recall what the variety. I forgot. And this is all cats pajamas. And here, this is the same seed pack for mom's. But this clearly is not mom's. But it's so pretty. I'm not complaining. So again, cat pajamas, and over here, this is the whole thing from this container starting from seed. Look at the alyssum, they're gorgeous. And then over here, I have baby's breath. I think I have like 3 in this bed, and the lupin. Look at them. They are so beautiful, so majestic. Last year was teeny bit, and now they're just, this is baby's breath. I love them too. This is just so beautiful and dainty, and I love it. And this is the coreopsis that I bought last year. It looks like it's struggling because it's very tiny. Last year was a whole plant. So, like, look at this lupin. I just can't. And look at the bee. The bee is loving it. Just like me. I'm loving my lupin. Big time. Big time. I know how you feel, bees. Okay, moving on. Over here in this bed, I have, again, this is echinacea that I planted last year. And coreopsis has given me so many buds. This is interesting because the rest of the coreopsis doesn't have buds. Yet in this bed, we don't get full sun. So, and look at this. I don't know what is happening here. Why is it turning white? If you guys know, please help me. Like, why is it like that? Again, daisies, foxgloves, echinacea, some glass, and then rudbeckia over here, and some little rudbeckias. Now, this is the shade garden because of this magnolia tree. I plan on digging all the side, but I'm doing it like slowly. I'm taking my sweet time because, it's only me. This is impatient. I bought this, and then I have coleus that I started from seed. Same in this side. This is identical, left and right. And look at my hostas. They're just gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. Look at them. I love it. I love it. And the fern. I took them from inside, and I turned out my fern came back, so I put it outside. And rock support, this area doesn't get that much sun, so everything is a little stunting and it's a little smaller than on the other side, if you can see. And again, this is the shade area. Columbine has been giving me flowers since the very early spring, and I love it. And then over here, now this is the Jacob's ladder that I bought. I don't know why it's giving me so much mold. So I don't know what to do with this. I bought them as Monrovia, so I don't know what is the deal. And lilies everywhere. Yeah, this is my concern. And again, this is all the canna lilies that I started from seed. I'm going to start digging them from end to the front. Now over here, this is my last part. It's still stunting because of the cold weather that we have, unfortunately. So that's it for garden tour today. Like I said, I should have just waited a little bit for the bare root for hydrangea, because right now every time I go to Lowe's they have so many different kinds, and they're actually a plant, so you don't kind of like miss them, because sometimes you forget because it's a bare root and you don't have a designated place to garden to plant them, so you will forget, right? But if it's a plant, you can actually see. So I should have just waited, but it's okay. It's a gardener mistake. So I'm happy. I have Robo hydrangea and I have other hydrangea. I want to have a couple of hydrangea in the house. And yeah, sometimes it's worth it to wait, especially when it comes to bushes like that. It takes a while for them to grow. So I feel like I should have just waited, and I should be good with it, you know. But I already have them on the ground, and I'm happy. So yeah. So that's it for today. This is kind of like end of May, early June. It's like 3 days late for June, but that's all right. I'll still consider June because I think I'm sorry, still consider May. But I think in June everything's gonna explode. Everything's gonna grow so big and so fast that I am super excited for the June garden walk. So again, thank you for watching and hope you have a good time in the garden too. Bye.